I started flying actually with my aunt soon after she wanted to pursue aviation as a hobby, and she got me into it when I was around 10 years old. Did a couple different jobs actually. I was working for Tesla. It's a pretty cool job, but unfortunately I got laid off from that job, and I was a commercial pilot at the time, and I have no job and might as well just continue on, and I proved them wrong, and here I am. And the best time to start is right now. Don't wait. Start as soon as you can.
Hey guys, it's Matthew from Sling Pilot Academy. I am super excited for this week's video. One of our CFIs here, Mark, just hit his 1,500 hours recently, so we sat him down for an interview to talk about his story. Enjoy the video.
My name is Mark Francisco, and I am a certified flight instructor for Sling Pilot Academy. I am at 1506. I reached 1,500 hours a couple days ago. Did a whole congratulations from my friends here at Sling, and then my family. We just went out and go and eat and celebrate. It feels great. Like after flying for about 5 years, you kind of been working your way up all this time, and to finally reach the end goal of finally being able to work at commercial airline. I started flying actually with my aunt. She is originally a pharmacist. Soon after she wanted to pursue aviation as a hobby, and she got me into it when I was around 10 years old. My training before was initially in a Piper Cherokee. I trained in a small little airport in Riverside called Flaybob Airport, and that's where my aunt and uncle own a hangar there, and a Piper Warrior and a Piper Arrow that I was able to tag along with whenever they go on these trips or whenever they're going on their training too. So that was really cool to be able to be in the family. As of right now, I don't have a job offer. I sent my first round of resumes when I was around 1,200 hours of flight time. My end goal is still going to be the commercial airlines. I'm still going to be sending out applications. Right now is around May of 2024, and from what I've been hearing from people in the industry and people outside of the industry, that the hiring is going to be picking back up around the summertime. So I'll be sending more resumes out by then and have more experiences under my belt. In the meantime, I'm going to be continuing to fly and instruct here at Sling Pilot Academy and building my experience and making more friends in the industry, and going to be studying for the ATP written. If I have to, I would purchase the ATP CTP course if I have to. So I'm open to that option as well, and I'm also open to 135 as well too, to be able to build that turbine time and then be able to use that experience and go into the airlines a lot smoother. Did a couple different jobs actually. I was working for Tesla, the car manufacturer. I was working as a mobile service technician, where we would be given Teslas, and we have a whole bunch of our tools in there, and we would drive to people's houses and do like small labor work, like changing the 12-volt batteries and do tire rotations for people and like change window motors. So it's a pretty cool job, but unfortunately I got laid off from that job, and I was a commercial pilot at the time and without the CFI rating, so I was like, well, why not? I have no job and might as well just continue on and pursue my career in airlines. Transition to Sling. So before this flight school, I worked at Hawthorne at Beach Cities Aviation. They fly Cessnas out there. Pretty much a mom and pop school. They have about 4 airplanes, and they don't fly as much as Sling. So I was only getting about 2 to 3 flights a day. So it was really, really relaxed, kind of medium to slow pace kind of workload as far as instructing. When I got got hired over to Sling, simulators first, and then 1 to 2 flights a day, and then all of a sudden it just ramped up really quickly, and that is something that I had to get used to for handling the amount of work that they're giving you. But the upside is we get a whole bunch of hours and we're able to complete the 1,500. Per day, I'd say on average I fly from 5 to 8 hours a day. As opposed to the other flight school, I would probably be only flying like 2 to 4 hours, like 5 hours at most. Assume I'll be much further along in my aviation career, hopefully getting ready for a first officer position over at a major airline like Delta, United, or American Airlines. That'll be the dream. Aircraft wise, I'd say anything that has wings, I would be willing to accept. I mean, being able to fly like airplanes in general is a huge blessing, so I won't complain there. I actually didn't discover about Sling until I got to my CFI. Taking up strangers and taking up on airplanes and giving them all discovery flights. I went on that day, it was on a Saturday, and 100 free flights. I decided to come here to Torrance to kind of check out what Sling is all about. That's when I met Jamie, and she recommended me to finish my multi-engine instructor rating and my CFII here. Once I completed all those certificates, I still worked at the previous flight school that I worked at before, and Jamie actually gave me a call, and then she's asking like, hey, are you open to working for Sling, or open for an interview? And I was like, sure, why not? I'm looking to accumulate more hours and to get more experience in Sling, so why not? The biggest obstacle in flight training would be learning how to explain things better. Like getting into aviation, I was like super introverted. Presentations in high school, and stand up in front of like a crowd and like present like a lesson plan or anything. But Sling and like also like flight training in general really teaches you how to like open up and explain like concepts of like aerodynamics or like airspace and stuff like that, and it really helps you grow in that way, which is why aviation is really cool. Training in a multi-engine airplane is where there's a lot more tasks that you have to complete, a lot more stuff you have to monitor, and I like that. It's keeping my mind running all the time, and it's a really fun experience to be able to learn on a Technim. It's not that much faster than the Slings, but like, you could definitely feel like the boost of thrust, a little bit more horsepower, and like the climb rate right after we lift off. Definitely hitting the 1,500 hours. I'd say that's like the biggest achievement for any pilot to be able to attain. I'd say also the multi-engine instructor. I'd say that to be able to teach in a multi-engine airplane is really rewarding. It definitely allows me to kind of not be on like the grind, like work mode all the time, and to be able to kind of relax. Okay, I could kind of put more time towards studying, or put more time towards like even like relaxing too. Because when you're working here at Sling, you could work as many hours as you want, as long as you're within the 8-hour limit for each 24-hour period. Yeah, absolutely. The community here at Sling is very loving, very supporting. Immediately when I joined Sling, I met people like Tyler, like Jamie, people like that make the transition to training a lot better. And I mean, like having like an open space like the hangar that we have on the other side, you feel that you could just be kind of open about what you're going through in your training. There will be people that are ahead of you or in the same level as you that could kind of give you that support and to be able to give you advice on what to do. My other flight school, like you'll be having the same kind of like struggles and the same kind of feelings about flight training, like, oh, is this for me, or how long is this going to take? You would have the internet only to kind of answer your questions, and that's sometimes it's not enough to be able to help with achieving your goals and making you like feel better. In the beginning, they didn't trust that I would follow through with the training, and like it's like, oh, this moment of he wants to pursue aviation for just right now, and he won't take it seriously. But I proved them wrong, and here I am, and right now they're actually very supportive about it, and they really encourage me to like get to the next step, and like they're happy to have like another pilot in the family. So keep showing them your progress, like show them videos, show them like pictures of you and your flight instructor in the airplane, and also like show them what you're studying too. Like this is what we have to know procedure wise to make a flight safe. This is how we get from point A to point B, and this is what commercial airlines do every single day, and to be able to have a structure like that, it's as like respected as like being a doctor or a lawyer and stuff like that. So I think Sling, the way how it's branded, it really appeals to like the younger generation. It also appeals to like women also getting into the industry, and transgenders or gays getting into the industry, as with other flight schools that wouldn't be encouraged. Sling is very open to those types of things, which is very awesome. Yeah, the biggest tool that Sling has is having face checks. That really is like a safeguard towards like not failing your check ride. When I was coming up in aviation, I didn't know no face checks, not a single face check, and I failed a couple of them. And having face checks, having other CFIs to check you on your knowledge and also your maneuvers prior to going with an examiner, it really helps with the pass rate and with your success. And also for instrument training, having the simulators available to you, whether you're doing like a biannual flight review, instrument proficiency check, or you're doing approaches to catch up with your recency of experience, those simulators are really helpful to be able to meet those requirements, and it's a lot cheaper too to be able to do it in the sim than going in an actual airplane. If I wanted to go through all the training as fast as I can and get all my certificates and ratings, I would definitely go through Sling first. And having face checks, I would definitely be a lot more successful because I would be ready for the check rides a lot more and be more prepared and knowing what to expect. Start now. Like, I know a couple people that you know, they're just like, oh, I gotta save up money, which is an important thing, of course. You know, I gotta wait for the season during summer. The best time to start is right now. Don't wait. Start as soon as you can. If you know for a fact that you want to go pursue commercial airlines as a career or corporate aviation, definitely don't start any later than now, because the prices are just going up and they're gonna keep going up from there, and I don't see it ever coming down. Yeah, absolutely. I'd say always remember why you got into aviation in the first place, whether it be for having a better life, having to be able to pay for the well-being of your family, because, you know, let's not lie, aviation or commercial airlines pays really well. Always keep the passion alive. Being able to fly in the sky is super amazing, and you know, even me, like having to go up as a flight instructor every single day, it becomes a grind. But you know, if you sit back and like watch the flowers, it's a pretty cool job.
Cool. Did good, man. Perfect.
Cool. Did I sound weird or anything?
No, you're fine. I'll just take the mic off you.
Oh, like, cool.
You are free to go. Thank you so much.